Welcome, germs and gentlefolk. We're back coming at you live with the sound and the visual of Sea of Thieves. And we're gonna
And
plunder some booty.
specifically, welcome aboard the Maelstrom. The newest update in Sea of Thieves has allowed you to name your ship, which does mean there is now perma-damage to the ship. Of course, you can pay to restore, but any battle damage that we take will stay, which is, kind of a cool feature, even if
It makes
it's
you have more
bad.
concern for the boat.
Yes, exactly. It is higher stakes for sure. Which is a great way to be experiencing mouse and keyboard for the first time.
Like high stakes, like CBD infused filet mignons. Like, I don't know. I say that so the people and the developers don't hear me. No, an interesting thing about Sea of Thieves, for those of you who haven't seen, is it has an in-game audio chat, but it's constantly a hot mic, and
Yes.
that means you can just be talking or watching TV or listening to music, and then some 12-year-old will be like, "What's that noise? Oh my God, is he watching TV?" So,
Precisely.
yeah. But no 12-year-olds today because I figured out the audio settings back in episode 4 for turning off the audio chat. So,
I didn't, so I might be in it this time.
for that, I believe you just open your Windows Live and then
Oh, it's through that. That's why.
and then I changed my microphone to like an improper one that I don't use. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you
totally.
have an external mic?
I do, but I just muted myself um, I just muted my microphone through the Xbox social app. Hopefully that works. We'll find out, I guess.
Is that the button that turns on or off microphone when recording?
Um,
Up under capture?
oh, I just did it's not under capture, it's just under party. I think I just, yeah, so I just started a party in Xbox chat, which will exempt me from the open game chat, I'm pretty sure.
Well, there we go, folks.
Not
We're
positive. You
already
might find
we're
out.
exempt, we're unkempt, and it's time to get well bent. Ahoy, away we go. Actually, no, wait,
uh,
what the fuck are we gonna do?
so there are new captain's voyages,
Ooh.
so that we can just pick exactly what we're doing point to point. Um, so I have a bunch of riddle maps, I have a bunch of just like treasure maps, I have some bounties for skeleton crews, that will do, but each of these is just one island instead of where it used to, give you like 6 maps at a time. Now you can just put down one map. So we can do a variety of things tonight. We can just keep trucking on whatever we like. Here, let's just start with a classic. If you want to vote for this one I just put down. The best part about these ones is it always gives you um, an island that's close to you. So this one is going to be Crook's Hollow.
So it is forward and slightly to the right. No, forward and slightly to the left.
Left. It is west by northwest.
Well, let's finish this handout tonight, and so
Teamwork makes the dream work.
when it kicks us off, just go and say it kicks us off, and then I'll
Well, we haven't heard from Adam in a while.
so you can just
It's really bad that makes me think of Adam. Just like our days at our
and then we can be done
at the
for
coffee
the
shop.
Our days at our not great job that bonded all of us in the trenches.
Yeah.
I really do think that.
couple of pictures.
Okay, I can't make that comparison. It's not the same as being in the trenches, but I think that coworker bonds from bad jobs bond you in an incredibly unique way. In the same way that, like being in incredibly bad circumstances, or in a similar way, I'll say, not the same way, incredibly bad circumstances in wartime make more like closer friends than just like working together at a decent job or a desk job.
That's true. I feel like it's situations where like teams kind of are closer knit because they endure stress together.
Yeah, facing adversity together brings you closer. I suppose that's just like even also just like a general storytelling principle.
That it's similar in the United States. Actually, there's it's become less so that way with time, especially as during the Civil War and immediately before, when lots of black people were escaping from the South to live in the North. But you do still today see higher concentrations of Black Americans, where they were brought to do slave labor. So
Like I really
it's very difficult to.
Oh, I was gonna continue this like it was a relevant topic. It's really not. But I do think that like in 20 years, I will remember sailing the seas with my friends in this game, right? Like it is such a uniquely like somewhat harrowing experience that you share of like running from the 12-year-old trolls together, right? Like,
Yeah, those younger kids are better at video games. I will stomp their ass in Dark Souls. But see if
yeah,
this
no,
is
and it
not my
does
domain.
depend on like, when there's build mode on in Fortnite, no chance. I'm not making it into the top 70, not the top 10. But now that they've added a no build mode and it feels like the games I was playing in 2007 from Orange Box, like Team Fortress and Half-Life kind of mechanics, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm way more able to compete there than
God.
when you add new mechanics to games. What is that?
Saying Orange Box just aged me 5 years. Oh God, I feel so old.
The funny thing is, I didn't even have the full Orange Box. All I had was at the time anyway. All I had was Team Fortress and Portal, and I later got the Orange Box collection that had the Half-Life, and I think it had Half-Life Deathmatch, or maybe Half-Life Deathmatch was with Half-Life 2. I can't remember.
I had the Orange Box as a rental from, God, what are those like kiosks?
Redbox?
Yeah, Redbox.
Did you really have the Orange Box from Redbox?
Yes.
Kind of amazing.
Or it was Redbox or some Redbox adjacent. It was one of
Yeah.
those. Oh, do you have a flagon? Because
Ooh.
I am enjoying my Leinenkugel Honeywees.
I
And I can drink in game simultaneously.
I just finished splitting a Broken Clock Brewery Pocket Watch Pecan Ale.
Wow,
With a
that is
friend.
infinitely cooler.
It's an okay beer. Honestly, I'm a big fan of what Liney's does. This one is, well, not to like say too close to where I, well, whatever. It's not that close to where I live. um, you know, it's not always the greatest beer. They're good, but it's not like spectacular. But it's really close, and it's so convenient to just go get a growler of it.
Rawr. That kind of growler.
I was so confused for a second,
Oh,
and it
so
was such a direct line from what I said to what you said. I really should have followed it better. Is this where we're supposed to be? This island doesn't look the right shape. And by
it
that I
is.
mean, okay, good. I haven't seen, I think we're just on the side. I'm approaching it from a different side.
Wait,
Okay.
was this a good spot to anchor?
Yeah, no, this is fine. We can't get much closer to the island because it comes out shallow.
I see a snake.
Oh, wait.
How did I
Did
miss
you
him?
just shoot a cannon at the snake? Snakes might be invincible to cannon damage. They are 100% invincible to TNT barrels,
Huh.
which is pretty wild. Did that hit us?
I didn't hear it. And my dual shot keyboard it didn't detect it. No, that would be pretty cool.
Dual shot keyboard. But there should be some kind of haptic feedback for a keyboard, though. I actually really like that idea. I don't know. I don't want to be the person who has to figure out how you do it.
Thank you for your
Haptic feedback for a mouse
looking around.
and like dual
Yeah.
shock vibration.
I mean, I guess they have stuff on. If they can do like really delicate feedback on gas and brake pedals for racing sims, they can do a haptic keyboard. I don't have to be the one to figure out how it works.
It makes it easier for you.
Speaking of,
Okay, awesome.
Thank you for sailing. I have forgotten how for it's been a minute. It's like relearning
Yeah.
all of the systems for Divinity during our last session. I can't believe it. We spent the first 45 minutes, no, the first hour on that boss.
but we did get it eventually.
We did.
It's funny. It like doesn't. I guess it's because it is less. It is like specifically less time than it usually is between streams. I feel like that was just like a couple of days ago because I definitely straight up dissociated through a couple of days there.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're just like, oh shit, that was days. Whoops.
Yeah, no, I like was like literally just staring into space for a couple of days. I mean, I like went to work and I guess I talked to people when I was there. I could not tell you what we talked about.
Oh, I'm sure it was something riveting.
I'm sure it was whatever article popped up on my phone at that moment. Because that's my like go-to small talk is whatever space article I've most recently read.
Nice
Speaking
job killing
of-
that without killing me.
I cannot believe, as soon as I saw you there, I was like, that was so dangerous. And I did not know you were that close when I shot at it. They have figured out why tardigrades can, survive, like, space and survive being fully dehydrated.
Oh,
Their cells have a protein that essentially turns into a gel when they get dehydrated, and so it's like it's not ideal, and they don't have the same like amount of movement or like like kind of almost they just like go into hibernation mode, but their cells still have some strength because it's a gel, not a liquid.
huh. Now
But
that is
somehow this protein it gets. I think, like personally, I think it gets even wilder because this protein, like, seems to know
It seems to know
when
teen.
to activate. It seems to know teen. Yes.
600,000.
Like it can tell it only activates when they're getting dehydrated, because if it activated
Yeah.
really rapidly when they
Especially
weren't
back
getting
then in the
dehydrated,
1800s,
they would
where
just die
there was
immediately.
really
And if it went
no.
away really rapidly, they would also just die immediately.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
it was
like
really a
it's
big push
so
on
it's
women
such an
becoming
example of nature just like
considered essential
perfectly
for
knowing its
kids
shit.
to recover during what's called reconstruction. Just like literally trying to reconstruct both
Is
like
this a whole
their
underground little area?
governments and their like
Hmm.
fields have been torn up
Oh, and then
during
it just lets
battles.
out at
Buildings have
different
been
spots.
broken, hospitals
Isn't that
were
pretty neat?
bombed, things like that. They had to completely rebuild. Um, and so
Um,
that really, to this day, states in the South, which is where the war was fought. To this day,
oh,
women are less
I
than
brought it up a little
50%
bit.
advantage
I feel like
to
we
the North.
went into this show being like,
Because
we're gonna
of
talk D&D all the time,
not just
and
the
then we
Civil
like
War,
barely do.
it's also because of
I just
policies that each
spent
state
the other
implements.
day learning the Star Wars 5e
Unfortunately, these
rules,
budgets are often
in terms of actual play, popularized to some
constrained
extent
to
by
make their own
a number of
choices.
actual plays that actually played in the Star Wars universe.
South is very
But
popular.
Dimension
There's
20,
some
the
people
Dropout,
that really
or the
support
college, which is the College
these
Humor
strategies and these
streaming
approaches.
service, is
Mm-hmm.
D&D actual play show. Um, did Starstruck
Yes.
Universe in it. Um,
Yeah, it's still that way.
that game. Uh-oh.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely still that way. And part of that is just
The mechanics in that, the system that
they
they've
are
built for like the
more to
starship
the thought
combat and
of
stuff
like
in
water
the
power
Star
was
Wars
a lot
5e,
bigger industry back
so
then, and
good,
so there was
so good.
very strong rivers that they could
I
put
was incredibly
things
impressed
like
with
make it so that they could do industry in the north, whereas the
the
south
amount
had just long
they
roads,
made the
so
mechanics feel like you're
geography
an active player. You're really in the Star Wars universe.
Really makes you feel like a
Um,
Skywalker.
and you like and one of the I think one of the biggest things about it is the shipboard
So
rolls
the
that they
West, they
did.
were
I
also
haven't looked
part
at the
of
Spelljammer
the
content yet
Union,
and how that does
but
it,
they are kind of a
but the
victim
shipboard
of,
rolls that they
especially
do for
today.
this, or I should say, I haven't looked at the 5e new Spelljammer
Mining,
content.
Did
I've
you
looked at
see
some of
that
the older
and
stuff.
6E is
so
coming out?
there's a lot of mining done
D&D
in the
1 or
north.
whatever,
Yeah, I mean
There's also
they
a
can
lot of
or
call it
mining
1
whatever the
in
fuck
D&D.
they want, but it's it's
California, which is
6E.
a lot of the food.
Well, it's
It
like
also has
it's
the most
yeah.
dairy cows.
Exactly. They
There's
did
set up
D&D
in the
next, and
U.S.
that ended up becoming just
and
called 5e also. So,
Oregon and Washington both
it's
have
6e.
more
Um,
industrial
And
and
economies.
they're
I'm
like, there'll be no more
The
editions,
South is
but
split.
we're coming out with a new
The
edition.
South split, on the east coast as
Ooh,
well,
hey, we got
where
that
Maine and New York
cannon rowboat over
are
here.
industrial, whereas
nice.
like Florida and Georgia, when you think of those places,
Although
think
we
of
do
like
have the ship
ranch
with two
farms.
cannons this time.
I mean,
So it's still
Now we have
very,
three
very
cannons on one side.
conservative. But
exactly.
you can see on
More
this
cannons
map
is not a
the
problem
states
just
that
because it's
there were some territories that had not yet been ratified as states.
But yeah, I've been having
Some of
lots
those
of fun
people
with
from those
homebrew
territories
content
did
in
take
terms of
part
D&D
in the
because
Civil War on both
like
sides,
with any given
but they were
campaign,
not
I feel
officially
like there's always something I wish I
part of
had
the
in
Civil
there
War because they were
or
not states.
something that
yeah. Well, I mean,
Especially
you're
these
the
here in the
champion of homebrew.
gray states from the Confederacy,
That
these light blue states, they kind of didn't really take a side. They were
uh
like, we're right in the middle. They had people from both Confederate states, which was
there was alchemy in there, like the full
the
crafting
blue
guide you
states
put
was
together. I still am.
Kentucky,
did I get a chance
Virginia,
to show you the new one that I
Maryland.
have that's completely laminated?
Oh, and I think
Welcome
Delaware
afternoon
too.
tune, thanks for
No.
the biddies.
Last time I
Yeah,
saw it, it
definitely.
was in Welcome Afternoon Tune. We're
Minnesota
talking
was
D&D
actually
and
the first one to do it.
specifically Tim's expertise in homebrew.
Yeah,
Um,
there's something about a story
I
that I
saw it last time I saw it. It was in like sheets in a like protected sheets in a binder, but it wasn't laminated. I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
That's awesome.
That's I suppose what I meant. Laminating it is the next step because it's
Got it.
proven really useful.
So the question
I
is,
have
Um,
started to turn all of the stuff in there into actual items on D&D Beyond.
that's such a process.
It
I
is.
DM Beyond is great, and the ability to customize in that way is great. It's it takes a while. I mean, because when you're doing a home game and you're not doing it via D&D Beyond, you're literally just scratching notes on paper about these items, and that takes so like the time comparison of creating the item on the thing in a way that works.
Thankfully,
Uh-oh.
to
I
get
think
it
I
all
just
like
beached
that,
it.
Federal government and the
uh,
conspiracy believed more in
Can you
individual
push
state
it? I
governments,
don't think you can because I'm in it.
kind of like
Yeah, there we go.
but
that was
yeah,
one of the
I
main states' rights.
typed it all out first, and then kind of put it into a spreadsheet, and then I found like a website where you can input all that information into something that formats it into a D&D page, like something out of a book,
Oh.
and that's how I
I
got
so
the
I don't
style
think
to
it
it.
had I don't think it had that full thing last time I saw it. I think that's new. That's pretty cool. Because
Yeah,
you had it like formatted, but it was like sort of more looking like a Word document, if I
yeah.
recall.
This one actually has like full page, well, not full
That's
page, but like
sick.
partial page artwork,
Oh, that's amazing. I
and
love that. I need to see that.
having a list of everything that a shopkeeper would have, like a standard non-story shopkeeper.
Ugh, just right on hand.
So
I
when
just created a session prep document that I should send you if I haven't yet.
you absolutely should.
It's just one page front and back. I laminated mine and used whiteboard marker. And there's a section at the end that's like where we left off. So that basically the idea is constantly updating this sheet. If you want to, take pictures of it to save what your whatever pre-session notes each time. But let's see, it's like notable locations you might visit, notable NPCs, and then, oh, this is dangerous. And then 10 secrets that the players might discover. That's one that I read about online that changed the game for me DMing, because because some of them are just like, it can be anything from the farmer is stealing his neighbor's chicken's eggs to
I remember
this guy you
the
met
hardest part of
in the
this.
tavern is
I
actually
think
the big
the
bad.
important thing to remember is that, the
Um,
Emancipation Proclamation
and
freed the slaves,
it's been a lot of
and
fun
later
just
black people were granted
saying like,
citizenship
okay, what are
and
the things I
rights.
consistently need and wish I had on the same page,
I think
and
it
then
also might be
combining
important
that
to note that
with
people were so
what
upset in the South about
what are the
things like
player like what are deep what are things where I can seem like I have this
yeah,
deep big plan with the players because they're
yeah,
interacting
and
with
from the
some
South,
random ass
the
NPC that I haven't fleshed out at all.
ones I
What's a
didn't.
secret this guy can know about this town or about their quest that I can plug into any NPC?
James
Oh,
Wilson,
like random pieces of like
he was an actor,
intrigue that you can
Like
whip
word
out.
he was
lore,
an
world
actor
lore, or
in
intrigue. Yeah, where it's
the
like
Confederate,
it makes the NPCs seem like
and
every single
he
one
wrote
is
the
so
script for that,
deeply
and
planned
the rest
out
was his wife,
when
and
they all
she walked
have
up behind him and just
when
shot him in
whichever
the
one the
shoulder.
players are it's
So
like
Lincoln is one of the few presidents who has been assassinated.
statistically in the world of any story you're telling,
Yep, Kennedy.
if
And
the
then when
idea
he
where you're
died
just
from
following a
assassination,
random
it was Nixon.
person, it's always a contrived story, and if you're just following a random person, it wouldn't make sense for like the odds are you're just gonna follow some baker or some shopkeeper who never goes on an adventure. Obviously, when you're telling a
Yeah,
story, it's about specific and like special or unique people
yep, yeah.
in this world
Yeah, that was
that
the
are
most important
grand
thing
in
he did
some
in his
way.
career.
no, not always, but like in terms of like a
Yeah.
D&D kind of thing.
Just like
And
an actual
so
game, so we can
it's fine
follow the
that
lines.
sometimes it just happens to be they just happen to be talking to the right person, or the person they're talking to
So like
happens
with
to
like
have some information
expertise,
that's relevant to
you can
them
answer different characters.
because they're the main characters.
Yeah, that's that's something kind of cool about story generation is how radiant some of the non-trivial or some of the more trivial things can be, but
Oh
just
yeah.
how you can like weave a really complicated tale with those bits
Yeah,
and amplify an already existing kind of tale.
right. And one of the issues I used to have is I would give that information to a specific person, right? Oh, this specific NPC knows this thing. Well, if the players piss off that NPC right away or something, or like don't interact with them at all, well, they still need that bit of lore, and you
Oof.
suddenly have to give it to someone. So instead of doing that, uh, taking
I
taking that
got it.
aspect away from
Yep.
specifying a person and just saying someone in the world knows this, it's gonna be, someone, and I can always give it to, there's always that PC in a session, or that NPC in a session that your players are like obsessed with, and you're like, I spent 2 seconds on this guy and named him Flib Gobnob,
Another one.
right? Like,
Hey, it's Afternoon Tune. I'm doing good, Afternoon Tune. How are you? We are, we are, we're doing pretty good here.
we're thieving some seas.
I
We
unlocked
already
the Flame
stole
of the
the Red
Viper.
Sea. Oh, that's the only sea I can name off the top of my head at this point. I've had a fair amount of beer.
What about the Sargasso?
That's good. I
Sailing the
got the
Sargasso
Caspian
Sea.
Sea for you. If we want to head to Narnia.
Or
No,
if
I
we're
don't
listening to
remember
the
if that's
fish song,
Narnia.
oh, to
Or
be
Prince
Prince Caspian.
Caspian. That's what I'm. Yeah, I'm just free associating to Prince Caspian. Is
Uh,
um the Red Sea, the Dead Sea.
Yes.
Um,
Oh,
it's
done.
Wild Henry. I think I know why they call you Wild Henry.
Yep.
Isn't it obvious why they call me that? My dad was called Henry too.
uh-oh.
Perfect.
Uh-oh.
Uh
Uh-oh.
oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh oh.
Barrel Skelly. I got it.
We have C and E left.
Another one. What the heck?
Good thing you have the pistol because blunderbuss do not have good accuracy.
Oh.
Or would it be
So-
blunderby?
Is it Greek?
No.
I would like to know. I would actually like to know the etymology of blunderbuss, though. That is a topic that I would be interested in learning.
It just sounds super British. Oh, looks like
Oh,
you've got a blunderbuss.
blunderbuss.
Oh.
You're so right.
The little letters next to it.
Looks like you made quite a blunder, boss.
'Cause with those arrows, it was kind of going all over the text.
Yeah. Okay. You're absolutely right. It's got to be a British name.
How are you, Afternoon Tune? I hope you're doing well.
I'm just trying to find it now. It's the hardest part.
Like, just as a little side piece to jabber about D&D, I ran a game once, and No Name there had a character, a wizard, in fact, that played like a
Remember,
prophet.
I still have that. I still have that character sheet saved on Beyond. Can't bear to get rid of it, even though he died.
Oh yeah, like I ended the campaign by having his character like eaten by like a like a Nothic savant, like a failed lich,
Sorry about
like a lich reject.
that. Are you sure?
When your liches be tripping.
Okay.
What was that?
That was me. I mean, it was a gunpowder barrel, but it was on
Where
here.
are they finding all this gunpowder?
Right?
And now in the campaign, your fellow your fellow adventurers are about to avenge you.
Hey, that's
Yes.
exciting.
The Nothic moved up to Neverwinter
So
and started just
Well, that's a fun area to play.
yeah, especially for like something that's trying to devour wizards and sorcerers.
Yeah,
would start too.
very good location for lots of magic. They got another gunpowder barrel. Oh, it was too late.
Yes, April 14th, 1865. 1965.
Yeah.
Alright, there's one more chest on the island.
I got to, like homebrewing is just so gosh darn fun because if you just come up with a cool idea, it's really easy to see if there's a way it can be fleshed out or if it just won't work. Like
Yeah,
making
that
a
makes
thief
sense.
that's a wizard
That was both
instead of
Civil
like
War ended and
a thief.
French Independence.
Instead of rogue.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
because you got sleep, hold person, you have charm,
Mage hand.
prestigitation, you have minor illusion.
Ah, that's very good. Take a classic trope and play it from a totally different side. That's I really like that.
He had like
Yes.
like you know those magic ropes.
The
Like-
rope trick?
Yeah, or not rope.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, rope trick, but also like the uncommon magical.
Oh,
rope
I
that
see
can
the
act like a
actual
snake.
magic item. Yeah.
Use that to scare horses, or put the horses and their riders to sleep, and then hold person on the people that survive.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
That happened later.
Especially if you've got one with like Misty Step. That's a good spell for just getting in and out of places undetected.
Yeah, I have one of my current characters has once a day Misty Step and quite useful, not frequently enough. Ooh, look what I did. Oh my.
Yep. Yeah, I believe you're correct. Yes. Let me double check that to be 100% sure.
So far, at least what I've seen of the D&D 6e rules, it seems like a lot of the changes are just for purposes of simplification of rules that were left too vague.
Yeah, there's a lot of clarification. I honestly, uh, oof.
Oof.
This
That's a
is
twofer.
maybe like controversial is funny because D&D is controversial itself. But like um
Mexican-American War.
I feel they nerfed so enemies can't crit on you, right? When they crit, they do max damage instead of double dice. which streamlines. The idea is to streamline it for the DM.
But I don't.
Personally, the times I've played, like as a DM, that math can kind of bring it down. The times I've played and the DM starts picking up 16 dice are some of the best suspense moments, and so losing that enemy
Yeah, when I
crit,
have to pick up extra dice for a critical fireball, that's
yeah,
awesome.
like those are big moments for your arc, and yeah, it can like make combat last longer and potentially more random. But to quote Brennan Lee Mulligan, GM of Dimension 20, player in a bunch of other things, some Critical Role stuff like that. He always talks about D&D is an improv game, but all of the players have agreed to succeed full control of the game and of the story to these little math rocks, right? To these goofy polyhedrals that we've made. And if you're not willing to succeed your, like, that's part of the game, is giving control of the narrative to dice and to random chance. So I think nerfing the enemy crit, I mean, maybe if it's a legendary enemy, then nerf that, because that'll insta-kill someone kind of thing. But there's a lot of room there, and you don't have to just fully take it away.
One of the interesting changes I saw that made me come around just a little bit was have like the rules on long rest and the difference between long and short, and how if you were resting 6.5 hours but then went into combat, that would
Short
count
rest.
technically as no rest, even though
Oh,
like you're just like, but I've rested
yeah.
at least 1 hour, but the DM's gonna be
Right,
like,
you
well, you
definitely
didn't
got the
specifically
short
stay it.
rest. Yeah.
And now in
Oh,
the
that's
rules,
so
it explicitly states that you get a short rest
a
unless you
partial.
rest an additional 6 hours.
Okay, that's very good. Yeah, that's funny. That's one that I kind of never thought much about,
They
but that is
also made
very
it so you
much.
can't cast certain rituals overnight, like as part of your long rest. But those are things like animate dead, and
Yeah, where it's like,
do you know how happy I was when I learned my necromancer had to wait an hour to raise a corpse? Meanwhile, druids with the spore ability just raise them up. It's because
mm-hmm.
raise dead
Opos
is
had
like
that.
a lot stronger in terms of like,
Yeah,
because like I think the
that makes.
spore zombies have like 1 hit point.
Oh, yeah, okay. Um, or not Oakmoss, Airlock. Oakmoss is my druid.
Yeah,
Um,
airlock. He sounds like a part in a spaceship because I didn't say the name out loud before I wrote it down.
that's such a great fantasy trope, though, that honestly I think it makes the name iconic to me.
He does have
Like the,
wind spells.
Sounds good to me.
that's true.
5 o'clock Minnesota time. Yes. Yep.
He also
Set
is
to Pacific time when I said
very okay
where I
with
was.
the cycle of death and dying, which as a D&D character I think is a really great and interesting trait, because like one of the biggest parts of D&D is we have to stay alive, right? And this
Oh
character's
yeah.
like, the life cycle's actually fine though. There is an end to our stories. I've actually been mulling in my head a little bit, working on starting a trying to write like a um ending arc, or like a final episode, or we did the we did the long seasons, and then this is our movie, for that universe and for those characters. So if everyone is available sometime, it'd be fun to revisit all those guys.
Oh yeah, we still have Kubis locked in that ring.
I didn't even mean to shoot.
You didn't even mean to shoot, and you one
I
shot
was
him.
not, and I hit like a shot on that skeleton where it didn't hit the barrel. I was so lucky.
Should I store this in the mast, away from the hull?
Like up top, yeah, that's a good idea. Um, do we want to do another treasure map like that? We could do a riddle.
Would this make the little shiny shine though to a
It
ship far
might.
away?
I don't know about explosive barrels. It might, just because the developers would feel like that was interesting, probably.
I wonder what happens if I get back. How far do you have to be away from loot before it starts to twinkle?
Whoops, I accidentally just took away the red flame when I was trying to take the red flame.
Whoops. Well, we just have to be
I don't
killed by
know.
fire again.
Do you still have it in your lantern?
Yes.
I mean, okay, so we do still have it. I'm turning off the ones above, but those would look good below.
I didn't see it sparkle. So I think we should be good.
Okay. And some hardy skeletons.
Repost this.
What do we want to do next? Do we want to hunt some skeletons? Do we want to try to find a ship to attack? I don't think there are any skeletons, but we could find a player in PvP a little. We could do another one of these. We could do a lot of things.
Yeah, we could do a lot of things. I mean, that is a good question. Afternoon Tune, do you have any ideas?
Any requests?
Otherwise, I think we... Is there like a... was that just the typical captain's quest?
So that was the treasure hunt captain's quest. I can drop I'll drop a riddle. These ones are a little more work for the reward, for less reward, but they're a little faster too.
Commission of Legendary Fortune.
What just happened?
We are moving.
We're moving?
How did that happen?
Our anchor is down. I mean up. Did you raise the anchor? Did I help? I helped you raise the anchor.
I think we both raised the anchor and then forgot about it.
This is true. I believe that this is the case.
Alright. I guess, it's the captain's choice.
Did we activate that? You
We
wanna
should probably bail out.
stop shooting? Just because I clicked doesn't mean I want to shoot what I actually want to do. Oh, I see.
I know
I
there's
see.
no water. This is just practice.
If you want to go to that captain's table and vote for the voyage I laid down, to be a quick Glenn. No, I'm not trying
No
to
name
open up.
20. Decent Druid 7524.
Snake Island. One of the best parts about these. So we want to sail straight west.
Yeah. Also, how many shows like misportray the function of an anchor, because you can't anchor out at sea
Oh. Yeah.
unless you're in a really shallow sea, just dragging along the bottom of the ocean, destroying coral. Fuck.
Oh, it's like we're moving real slow. Only one sail is down a little bit of the way. There. Felt like we needed some
Yes.
background music. Ooh, red light ship now. You just hammer spaced that accordion and hammer spaced a banjo out of it. Oh hi, we passed so close to that.
Well, as long as they saw us, I think we were fine.
Oh, that's why. I just figured out why my Xbox controller wasn't pairing to this. It kept trying to pair to my phone.
Ah, that is an odd thing for a controller to want to pair to.
Well, I can cloud play from my phone. And
Ah,
I've done that with Sea of Thieves a couple times. It's not great. It's pretty low quality. But if you're stuck at the mall for work where no one's showing up for lessons for hours, it comes in handy.
tell me when to drop it. And also, I bet.
But it also comes in handy for learning a whole.
I
Well,
should have
okay, I didn't. No,
harpooned
it's
that
fine.
chest.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Can you back up?
This is.
Oh no. This is the most beached I have ever seen a ship.
That sounds right.
Like we just hugged the island, I think.
At least.
Hey, look,
Did you
there's a
drop
wreckage
anchor?
there. I can.
Yeah, let's do it. It's just barrels. Oh? Well, I lied immediately. There's a treasure chest. How do I set it down?
Take more if you want.
Aww. Fully empty.
Okay.
Did you know they have a flavor of Oreo called Toffee Crunch?
I did not know that.
Tastes more like butterscotch, but I'll take either.
Yeah, that's not terrible. I'm into it.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
I'm gonna try to turn the ship around using
Why?
a little good old-fashioned anchor, just so I can get that chest.
I don't think you'll be able to because the anchor is down right now.
Give him an elbow right to the face.
Oh. Are you doing the opposite harpoon to turn us?
Hmm? No. I was just
Oh, you
raising
were
the anchor because it was keeping you
Ha ha ha.
nice.
It looks like we have the infrared lights on. Like, we don't want to scare the fish. Hang on.
From painted red flower on the West Island, something unseen lies.
On the West
Uncovered when
Island.
a shanty lies. Well, we are on the East Island. You good? No, you're not. I see your ghost rising.
Oh, you revived me? I'm alive? Oh no, I don't have any food. Oh. Oh, the ghosts. I feel like
Oh
between
no, you're dead
snakes,
again?
ghosts, and skeletons, and gunpowder.
It's a dangerous world out there for pirates. Painted flower on the West Island.
Oh, I got green flame. So we're halfway to cosplaying as a ship that's dead. Oh shit. There is a boat right in front of us.
Like a
Like,
player boat?
yeah.
What's going on around here?
For real. Also, we forgot to.
Oh shit! He just came on. Sound of.
Seems to be the situation.
Oh, dude, he just said what seems to be the
I heard
situation.
that.
Oh
I wonder if you
no.
can hear me. Can you hear
I'm
me?
coming aboard, do not fear. I will not attack.
That's what somebody.
Are you on board? Go up and toss up the alliance flag. See if they'll jump in an alliance with us.
We're alternating.
What's up?
The person is just underneath our boat. No, they're up by the.
Or explosive barrel. They're about to set off our explosive barrel.
They did not go up into the mast.
Everything appears to be in order. Please
Oh,
enjoy your
got
day.
it. They shot themselves away. It was a fucking boat inspection. He probably just grabbed some of our fucking supplies out of one of the barrels.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wouldn't
shit.
be surprised. What?
Our ship has water damage. Oh, rain.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, they damaged us somehow. But that makes sense.
God, I really should have shot them as soon as they came on board. That would have been the sportsmanship thing to do.
It is a pirate game. I think just got struck by lightning.
Yeah, the lightning just struck the boat near, or not the boat, but right next to the boat. I was kind of wondering how much of a role that would play. Well, now that our ship inspection is done,
Seek the stone serpent at the highest point, close to plunder. The highest point, that's on that island.
so we actually do have to go on Spooky Island.
Seems to be the case.
Oh, this one will have to be a little bit shorter for me. I can
No, that
play for
sounds
another
good.
20 minutes.
That sounds good. I am, kind of tired tonight, too. Alright, so we're going to the highest point on this island.
We're gonna make it.
And then we find... Well... Oof, thank you. That's so funny. Good thing there's no friendly fire. That would have all gone through the skeleton and killed me.
Oh, hey, an ammo chest.
Oh, I need that.
That's really convenient.
It is. Okay. Seek the stone serpent at the highest point. 6 paces east by southeast. East. Out here. Nice.
What was that?
Must have been a explodey skeleton that we didn't know about.
Or somebody blew up our ship, and our life force is tied to our ship. Cannot take flame from Well of Fates. Wow. That's not nice.
That must mean the skeleton didn't kill us. It must have been lightning striking a gunpowder barrel. With environmental effects, and if you like lit the gunpowder barrel yourself, don't count.
Did you leave this open chest next to this harpoon?
Yes, I did.
Thank God.
And it was empty before. I had to think though, I was like, oh no, what happened? What did we lose? Alright, we got some decent stuff. So maybe head back to an outpost, sell, and then call it a night, or go try to find someone to fight if we can, if we have a little bit of time.
If our ships were invulnerable again, I would say let's find something to kill or die by it. But I don't want to damage your ship. That's so, like, shippy. There's like even little gold pins. You've put so much hard work into this. Nail by nail, board by board.
Man, it's like 300 gold or 250 gold per hull damage. So no matter what it is, that's a fine amount. Yeah, where is the outpost? Oh, so we just go straight south to plunder. Watch south be the direction that storm is in.
Is it like lightly raining out?
Don't think so.
As you say, I don't think so. Suddenly there's no more water down here.
Oh no, straight south is where we're pointed.
I finally watched
lower
Our Flags
sail.
Means Death.
Ah, I love that show. It was a very fun show.
It was good.
Oh my
but
gosh,
the
you
ending better
scared the
not have
crap
been
out
that
of me.
sad. Otherwise, like, I'm gonna have a
Like
hard
the-
time
the-
watching it again.
Yeah, I know. It definitely gets you in that last episode. But they just showed did you see the announcement for the season 2 the season 2 flag was a flag was announced. It was the only part of the announcement so far. And it's like the flag from the first one where it's the skeleton like holding its heart or something like that. But now there's 2 of them, and they're also holding hands, sort of like Ed and Steed did in the one episode. But the tagline that he tweeted with it was something about "we'll destroy all your ships," And I feel like there's like a meta fandom bit in there. Oh, we're sailing right for this friendo.
Like another player.
Hmm. Flying the Jolly Roger. The Good Ship Lollipop by Mr. Don Vito. I think that might be the one who checked on us earlier.
What flag do we fly?
If you put up the alliance flag, or see, no, they don't have an alliance flag. Never mind, not worth it. What flag do we fly? Maybe the Wild Thorn or the Wild Rose flag? Oh, you probably don't have access to my flags, do you?
No.
Well, I
Did we hit
thought
the
I
dock?
had, yeah, I thought I had more time there. And then we went well past it. Can you jump down and repair?
Yeah.
I had to catch the anchor so that we could turn around, because by the time I actually got it to go, we were not even close to the island. That's another ship right there.
I'm inside the boat. I can't.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
to the northeast. Oh yeah, there.
There's also a bunch of loot right there on top of the water. Probably a flat some there.
The temptation to do the long O is too strong in that accent for the word flotsam.
Oh yeah.
It just wants to say flotsam.
Well, when you're saying Lutzen,
That's such a great word for that.
the
It's
loot and the flotsam.
Flotsam. Oh, it's you drinking. I thought that was the sound of a skeleton growling. I was like, how is there a skeleton on the ship?
Wish you could throw your flagon down at the ground.
You should go refill your flagon in the thing, because the ship gets experience in flagons filled. I think it's 100 per level, but worthwhile.
No. I could have swore I just heard somebody.
Mm.
Except I got too drunk. Did
I got too close to the island, as always. In accessibility features for this game, I think that's been one of my favorite accessibility features I've ever encountered in a game.
What?
But I also only recently started accessing that side of it. They have a thing where you don't have to hold down in order to do the things that you're technically supposed to hold down for. So it just takes a single click, and I turned it on for controller because my hands were starting to hurt sometimes when I was holding buttons down for the controller. Oh, you just threw up on my face.
I've been throwing up for like the last minute in game.
I cannot see anything. So here's one of the new cool things. When you're playing with a ship for captain, oh, I guess you can't do it for a moment because drunk. But you can It's so funny seeing you stumble up and down the stairs trying to get this. Did you just fall back downstairs?
Yeah.
That is iconic drunken pirate.
Drunk on a boat.
So if you come down to this person, you can sell them everything, and they deliver to the correct person.
Go on, off you pop. Shoulders back. Stand up straight.
Treasure can't be handed here, must be empty.
Oh, there's stuff in that treasure chest. I sold the empty one. With these two ships here, I could turn myself off mute and just we could go around saying who wants to fight.
I ship it. I wish
I
you
love
could
that the
zip
harpoon
line.
is stuck into canvas. Honestly, that would be such a great addition.
Because, like, how many times have you been pirating and thought, only I had a zip line?
I have thought it many times when I've used the harpoon specifically. One of the other things I think they should add is climbing the rigging.
Yeah.
Like maybe it could be slow. And I think the problem is that it's not consistent where the rigging is because, you know, it's a moving asset
They would
based
have
on
to
how
have
the tails
animation rigging.
move. Yeah, like animation climbing zones seems real buggy. Oh, this ship is going nowhere.
Yeah, it's triple anchored.
What? Do we get like slingshot? Wait, leave it. I was gonna say leave it there and see if it slingshots us out backwards, having these two anchor points forward, or backwards rather. I'm thinking like Spider-Man. Yeah, it totally did. Sensitivity on this harpoon gun is very low. Oh yeah, there we go. Good call. Oh my goodness. Bye.
What? Where'd you go?
I shot myself out of that cannon that's pointed up. You'll find
Did
out
you
where I
land
went
out on that
if you
boat?
do the same. Did you land out on that boat? No.
Let's see.
I did not have such good fortune. I just see your name flying through the air. Whoa. There you
I'm gonna swim after that boat.
go. I mean, I will absolutely chase a boat with you if we just get back to the boat. You getting here for some reason dispelled the mermaid that had just appeared for me. It'd be interesting if we got to the boat swimming, but I think they're sailing. I don't think.
I can see their boat getting closer underneath the waves. I think they're...
Yeah, you're right. They're not at full mast. Watch a shark come and get us. Oh no, they're sailing towards us. That's what's happening. Oh, they just saw that merman appear.
They don't
They
have to
just
know how
launched
many
to
of
the
us.
island. I'm going back to our ship because I think that's where they're headed. You know what we didn't do? We didn't sell that explosive barrel. That's still on the mast.
Oh no.
Could be bad.
Is there like a faster way to get to the boat? Like force a mermaid spawn?
Oh, I have a mermaid spawn here.
Maybe it's because I'm far enough away.
Look for smoke on the horizon. Oh, there we go. For some reason, my sprint swim wasn't working. Oh, that's right. Our anchor's down. I'm amazed we didn't get damaged running aground like that.
They're sailing away.
Yeah, but one of their people launched off the ship.
Did they now?
They did. That they did.
And then they just hid behind the rocks. Either that or their ship just vanished altogether.
I don't know why we're not moving. The anchor's up.
Harpoon?
Harpoons are off. Oh, there we go. I raised the sail. We were just like getting pushed into shore super strong. I suppose super strongly.
Alright, now, hark to port. Hard to port. There we go.
Yeah, we'll see if they're on the other side of this island.
Oh, they went to those those two rocks that make a little pyramid.
Oh, the arch?
Yeah.
Oh, they just spawned out then. We're a questy quest.
Oh, that's what the arch is for.
Yeah, it's for the Pirates of the Caribbean quests, specifically. I think a couple other quests use it, but they did not used to be in the game at all. And one day they mystically appeared in the Sea of Thieves.
Ooh.
Well, do we want to call it, or...
Sure. But first, we'll do a little ditty. One that goes like this. Oh, that's not very, we gotta come up with a better shanty than that.
Oh, this is a good one to end on. Got some of that almost klezmer band vibe. Picture this, and then throw a bunch of brass on top of it, just wailing. And then like an accordion and a clarinet for some reason. I love klezmer bands. Chaotic fucking instrumentation you'll ever find. We're sailing right into I don't. Maybe it's a storm? Yeah, it is a storm. But it looks like this mountain is, or this island is just fog covered. Yeah, right.
Just start
Exactly. It feels like that kind of melody. Yeah.
Oh, there's I have one little thing, one throwable. Nope. I thought I had
Firework.
yeah. Now you're
Remember when we accidentally did the Fort of the Damned?
How did we accidentally end up doing that again?
We allied with some other ship, and he was like, "You want to do this?" And we were talking. We thought he was talking about entirely different forts, and we're like, "Yeah." And then we did it, and it was so much work.
These are my thinking grenades.
All right, we heard that whole song. Maybe it's time to cut it. Ooh, milestone class 1 and minutes spent playing shanties aboard. That's fun.
Just walk away from the keyboard with a brick on top of the X button.
Well, so because I don't have to hold it for music, I actually just click and then it keeps playing.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Just walk
my.
away whenever you're going to get some Wheaties.
Yeah, no, I did think the other day I was like, okay, so miles sailed is a thing in this game, and also, but you're like bound to eventually run into some random rock and sink. I think is the problem with like trying to use it for just straight farming in this.
I love how you can essentially drift around one of those rocks,
Right?
with a harpoon.
It's a very good mechanic.
We're just falling prey to madness.
It's true. It is 9:54. You want to call it?
Let's call it time of death 9:54. Thank you everyone for being.
Do you have anyone to make it worth rating?
Let's see if anyone is. We have nobody.
Alright. Well, we'll see you in the VODs.
See you in the VODs.
I really think we get more viewership in VODs than we do live most of the time.
Yeah, at least when it comes to Twitch. Like, the Twitch
Right.
VODs get views. The YouTube
Yeah.
videos, not so much.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bye,
Twitch
everyone.
is where it counts.